Oh god, what have I done? Oh my god! I've broken the game. What is that? What even is that? Hello ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here, and today we're taking a look at Sinking Simulator 2. This is the sequel to Sinking Simulator, which I first came across when I saw it on WeaselZone's channel. I'll link to his channel down in the description below, and it's a bit of an odd game, really, because, well, I don't really know if it's necessarily, what you might call a game. It's just one of these sort of odd little toys. Anyway, so what you do with this is, let's see if I can spawn this in somewhere. There we go. Alright, and let's just zoom in. So what we have here is a ship. This is a 2D game, and you have a little ship on the ocean. In fact, you can zoom out really, really far. That is the entire ocean, and this is a little ship in the middle of the ocean here, and we have all sorts of things that we can do with this. Now, we have a bunch of tools that we can use. I can't show you this because it's on a different window, but right now I can actually just sort of pierce little holes in the ship. And what you're actually going to see here is water will start flowing in there. You can actually just see it just slowly flooding this particular bulkhead right here. And I'm just going to poke another hole there and let that sort of fill up. And you can see it's filling up quite fast now. Let's try to keep all this water in the ship and see how quickly it fills up. So basically what this is all of these ships are just images, really, and then you can spawn them into the world, and then you can just flood them and let them sink. It's a bit sadistic, isn't it? Who says video games are violent? This is such a calming game to be playing, where you can just poke holes in ships and let them sink to a watery grave. Anyway, so yeah, let's see this ship start sinking. We can start poking another hole in there and let it fill up a little bit faster there. So we've got a bunch of little holes here. Now, what I have heard about Sinking Simulator in the past is that it used to run pretty badly, which is odd for something that is, well, made in Java. But then again, that does tend to happen, doesn't it? So this now runs at an amazing frame rate, and it's all the better for it. So you can actually see, even though this is a 2D game, these holes here do not go all the way through the ship, apparently. They do just sort of remove the walls between them. So in order to let water come in a little bit faster, we actually have to remove the edges of it and let that fill up that way. So let's just get rid of that. And water's just filling up quite nicely now. Just let that fill up there. And so on. And we have a few other things we can do. We can speed up the flooding. So we can speed that way up. And you can see the water really rising in there now. And I wonder if we were to increase the wave height, wave width, and actually make it really rough seas now. And that ship is, yep, the entire bow of the ship is now well under the waves already. Let's poke a few more holes here. But of course, you can just sort of let it flood on its own. Or if you really, really want to, you can be a kind of giant samurai and just do something like this. Whoop! That's gonna fall down there. A nice little hole straight through there. It's kind of Worms-like, you know, the original 2D Worms, with the way that the terrain destruction used to work. You can cut that mast off there, and that one as well. Yeah, let's just do that. And we can split this entire ship in half, and just let it go. Now, of course, there are many different ships that this comes with, and they're all PNGs, oddly enough, so we can actually spawn things like the Titanic, or we have, I don't know what this is. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. We do have a very long ship, like that. You know what, I think what I want to play with today is the Bismarck. Yes, this is, I believe, a World War II aircraft carrier. Oddly enough, it's a USS Bismarck. So this is a ship that we can actually use some of the other tools. So we can actually spawn water inside it, like that, which sort of just paints the water there. And it just sort of simulates that the water is actually there. You can actually see it's starting to fill up in the other compartments as well. The water seems to have a sort of weight to it, so it just sort of fills up along the bottom as though we've let it flood on its own, really. Just nicely painting it in the middle. Painting away. It's a very relaxing game, isn't it? I don't know how many people would have been on this aircraft carrier. But, everybody's swimming now. Just painting away. Painting, 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 painting. I feel like Bob Ross at the moment. Because, you know, painting kills people. That's why. Let me just zoom out. Yes, the aircraft carrier has now taken on the shape of a banana. It's got a nice little U shape here. It's not a U-boat, don't get that confused, but it is a U-ship. It's not a U-ship in the way that Tumblr does. No, you don't U-ship. You sink the U-ship. And that's the way you do these things. So you can actually see there that these compartments are all completely filled up now. You can see it's actually getting lower and lower in the water as we do this. And of course, if I was to turn one of the settings down, turn the rigidity all the way down, it's actually starting to sort of look a little bit... yeah. That's absolutely surreal at the moment. Ooh. The ship's gone all wibbly wobbly. Wibbly, wibbly, oh god, what have I done? Oh my god! I've broken the game. What is that? What even is that? I've made the triangle people. I must go. My people need me. So, yeah, this ship is well and truly sunk, I think, but it doesn't seem to be going down. We could, play with the buoyancy a little bit, I guess. It is very rigid now. It's all wibbly wobbly earlier. It's in several pieces now, I've got to be honest. Oh. I crushed the ship with the sea floor. Yeah, you can actually play with the sea floor and just sort of put it there, or you can put it further down. That's just the thing that you can do. Now, this game is an alpha, so you will expect to see a fair amount of odd effects, as you might have seen just then. Okay, so the last one here is a ship that has wheels on it. I don't know why it has wheels on it, but it has wheels on it, and we're going to deal with that. So let's just flood it as much as we can. There we go. Just flooding the ship. You can see the whole ship just sort of going wibbly wobbly at the moment, which is a little bit weird. Let's just turn the rigidity all the way up and see what happens. Oh, and it's actually started to crumble already. You see, one thing about being rigid is you probably want to be flexible enough to prevent that, and I think the ship has actually just shattered itself. Well, there's only one thing for it now. Only one thing for it. And that's to poke a little hole in its backside. But yeah, so that's really all there is to it at the moment. This is just an alpha, but right now there are a couple little tools to play with and a lot of different settings to mess about with, and it's really just a very relaxing game about poking holes in ships and letting them sort of rip themselves apart. Like, that crack just sort of formed on its own. I had nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with any of the holes in the ship whatsoever. Absolutely nothing to do with it. But yeah, so that's Sinking Ships... Oh, Sinking Simulator 2! And, I don't really know what to think of it, but I'm gonna have a look at this and see how it develops, and we might do a little bit more of this if you guys like it. But if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and comment down below if you have any questions about the game, and I will get back to you. My name is Panzer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.